Tales of Ancient Egypt. Egypt around 1388 BC, the reign of King and Pharaoh Amenhotep III. Kha and his younger wife, Merit, the mistress of the house, live in the village of Deir el-Medina, together with their two sons, Amenhotep, Nakhtef-Tanev, and daughter Merit II. Kha is a royal architect overseeing the construction of the royal tombs in the Valley of the Kings. He's a man of modest background and made a successful career on the basis of merit. We find them back on a sunny day in a house in Deir el-Medina.
Merit, look, I've shot a gazelle.
Oh, Kha, you're so lucky today.
Yes.
It is beautiful.
What a luck I had on my day off. The desert was so beautiful, the early morning hours, and the beasts were just there to shoot at. Good at that I've done some target practice in the past.
I know, Kha. It's such a nice day today. The sun is rising at the horizon, so warm and almost like orange.
Yeah. Merit, why don't we organize a party for all our friends soon, and we can drink wine and beer and, like usual, eat too much.
That's a wonderful idea, Kha. I'll cook the best gazelle that we have in the kitchen. And I will be making the most wonderful bread for all our guests.
The bread you're making, Merit, is the best. It's wonderful. You know, tomorrow though I have to leave again to the Valley of the Kings. I'm so near to finishing off the tomb for our King and Lord Amenhotep.
Oh yes. I was going to ask you, how's the construction going? And I know Amenhotep, our son, has been so helpful as well.
I'm so proud of my son Amenhotep. He's really following in the footsteps of his father, like I followed in my father's footsteps. And he can now, with his own eyes, see how the tomb is almost finished. And I told him, if a tomb fails, it will be bad for Egypt. But
I know.
It will be a success.
But we're so blessed that at least one of us sons is following your steps. But unfortunately, I'm still wondering where Nakhtef-Tanev, our younger son, has gone.
Nakhtef-Tanev. Do you know what he said to me the other day? He's not interested in construction works. He wants to be an archer in the army of the king. Merit, I can't accept that. I looked in his eyes and I don't think he will change his mind. Okay, it's fine that he serves in the army, defending our country, but we are not a family of warriors. He needs to follow my footsteps.
I know, Kha, but he's also our son. You have to have mercy on him. He's our blood.
Merit, I'm very grateful that you gave us our two sons and our daughter. And family is important for me.
I know.
He's just 18 years old. He will probably die in battle. Will I be a good father when I allow him to go? If my heart is heavier than a feather, the beast Hamut will eat my heart before I can reach the underworld. But this is something I have to insist on, Merit. And Merit, I want that you and me think about this the same. You have also to convince our son Nakhtef-Tanev to follow my footsteps. I expect that from you as my wife, Merit. I expect that.
Okay, Kha, I'll try to do my best. I will talk to him.
He left. Naktiftanep left.
I'm so sorry, Kha. I tried to talk to him. I really tried. But he's got his mind absolutely fixed on becoming an archer. And he said he had enough. He said he needed to go. He didn't want to know any more about us.
You know what that means, Merit? He might be away for years. We will probably not ever see him again. How can we ensure that he can be buried in our family chapel?
I would be so sad, Kha, when we finally go and we don't see him again in the underworld.
When we live well, Merit, we hopefully see him again in the underworld. Look, I've ordered the Book of Death. It will help us guiding. Finally, I've ordered an artist to make the best example. It will have incantations and spell to help us finding our way in the underworld and finding back our son eventually.
Thank you, Kha. I will read the Book of the Dead. I will learn the incantations. I will help you. I will help you. Yes.
That's good.
In fact, I have to go and cook some of the bread for the party.
For the guests. Okay.
Yes. I wonder what to do. My son, Naktiftanev, has his own plans. Perhaps the thought of becoming an archer is not so bad. He will be part of the novelty with the pharaohs. But on the other hand, I don't want to disappoint my husband, Kha. He's just so keen that Naktiftanev follows the same steps as his brother, Amenemopet. He would be so happy if our two sons follow the construction steps. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not being as strict as I should with Naktiftanev. Maybe it's all my fault. It's my fault.
He died. He was bitten by a scorpion. They were marching in the desert. He was bitten by a scorpion and he died. Naktiftanev is dead.
But Kha!
Naktiftanev is dead!
Naktiftanev is dead. He was bitten by a scorpion. It was destiny. It was a punishment to me. I should have guided him. Osiris is telling me that I've been punished for the death of my son. I won't be able to live too long with this in my heart. The sorrow is too heavy for me to continue my life.
A few weeks later, Merit died. Heartbroken. Buried her in my sarcophagus in the chapel. I go to her every day to talk to her. As long as I live, I will talk to her and ask her for advice what I should do. Amenemopet and my daughter, Merit too, they both are so helpful. We are still a family, although Merit is now in the underworld. I'm sure Osiris will have allowed her to go to the underworld, and I'm sure we will be reunited. We will be together forever and ever. And my time has come as well.
Bye.